First, look at the Asics Blade FF2, which is coming out from Asics. It's a court shoe in 2025. I have been playing for about a year with the prior model, the Asics Blade FF. It's become one of my favorite shoes. It was a little difficult to get in the beginning, in the United States anyway. I've been wearing this for a year. They're very light, excellent grip. I feel very fast around court. They've held up really well with all my toe drag and everything else. So I bought myself a pair of FF2s to see whether they have continued the tradition. Based on playing with them one time, the answer is maybe. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna keep playing with these. The current model has some differences from the prior Asics Blade FF, and I'm gonna walk you through them in this video. First of all, something that's quite similar to the prior model, these are very light. They are 320 grams, call it, which is about 10 or so grams heavier than the prior model, but still quite light, and they feel fast around court. There have been changes to both the upper and the sole of this shoe, and I'm gonna walk you through it. First of all, you can see some slight differences in the design patterns here of the upper materials. They both are fairly breathable and I think are gonna perform pretty similarly in terms of the upper. They both have a nice toe guard drag area here in the front. On the inside portion of the shoe, you can see the new model, the FF2, has got this huge bit of reinforcement here. So that is protecting the shoe from drag on the inside of the shoe as you drag it across this way. You can see I do wear my shoe a little bit there, so that's actually in a good spot for me. There's some minor changes to kind of the sole area here. Based on sort of visually, they look about the same level of cushioning and they feel about the same. The marketing materials said that the newer model has a little bit higher of a heel drop, meaning it's a little higher up here than the older model, so that you feel, I'm exaggerating, but you feel a little more pointed forward like that. I didn't really notice a big difference on court, at least on the first outing. The back of the shoe is a little different. The old model has sort of more harder material here, and the newer one is a bit softer and has more of a tongue that sticks up to kind of hold your ankle in a tiny bit more. It's not much higher, but you can see it's a little bit higher in the back. Maybe a little more comfortable. Probably should have eaten popcorn right before this. The soles are similar. They both have this sort of X pattern here, but they have changed a little bit. You can see that the newer model has less contact with the ground. This sort of area in here dips in a bit more, and both in the front and the back of the shoe, and sort of structurally a little bit different in the middle part here. And that's something that I am not too excited about, honestly. The grip on the old shoes was just absolutely superb, and I didn't want to see that really be reduced at all. I did play with these just now in a match, had no slippage issues, good grip, but they, maybe it was just mental knowing that this was the case, but they just didn't feel like they were quite as good grip as the original FF. I wish that they hadn't messed with that part of the sole. I think the cosmetics of the new shoe are pretty good, similar, but I just don't like white shoes all that much. I know in some places having a white shoe is required at some clubs you play at, but I would prefer to have, since I have to wear white clothes at my club, I prefer having a little more color on my shoe. Only $100, so that's a good deal. Overall, I think that these are very promising. I think that I'm gonna put them on my top 10 list of squash shoes. I think I hope I come to like them as much as the original Blade FFs, but I still think compared to the vast universe of court shoes out there that these are one of the best models available right now. The Asics Blade FF2. Subscribe if you want more shoe reviews, because I got a whole bunch of shoes on Black Friday that I'm going to be reviewing for you soon. I'll see you then.